Doctor told you you have to become vegan for some time because your pancreas won't manage by your mixed diet anymore. Well, it's hard to change your habits. It's very hard to change your eating habits, but it is very possible. And I hope you feel better for it. That's the thing. Like I hope that it leads to a forced diet change like that. I hope it leads to you feeling better, and being happier and healthier. Um, so it's hard. It's very hard. But if I can give up cereal, you can give up anything. Cereal was my lifeblood for 30 years. I lived on just a bowl of cold, sugary cereal that I really shouldn't have been eating all my life. I lived on it. I lived on it. I craved it. It was morning, noon, and night. I could eat cereal. Um, and I now don't even think about cereal. I don't even think about it. It took a long time. It took very slowly stepping down, first switching to having oatmeal sometimes instead of cereal, which is very similar, but still a step healthier than, uh, Fruity Pebbles or whatever garbage I was putting in me before. Um, and I just slowly stepped. I went to the pre-mixed instant oatmeal, and then I went to instant plain oatmeal, and then added my own fruit, and this was over years, years, and then eventually now I crave eggs and avocados, and I can't go a day without eggs and avocados. And but it took a long time, but I am so happy that I got off of that, because now, um, if I eat, there are certain foods like that, certain ultra processed foods. I can still eat them, and enjoy them very much, but there are certain ones that I used to eat all the time that will now actually make me sick. Like my body has now detoxed from them, and if I eat them, oh, I had when my parents and I went to the we went to like a craft fair a couple weeks ago, and we wanted to get ice cream there, but on the way out we like couldn't find the ice cream booth again. And so on the way home, we my mom wanted to stop at Dairy Queen because she really wanted ice cream. So we found a Dairy Queen, and I used to eat Dairy Queen all the time, no problem whatsoever, right? I had like half of a root beer float, and my stomach started my stomach was in pain. Um, because it's not food, it's ultra processed nasty shit, and that you shouldn't be putting in your body. And now that my body's like detoxed from it, and I'm not trying to like be on a high horse, I'm just like giving facts. um like my body was like, what is this chemical garbage you're eating? And like my stomach hurt the whole way home because I ate half of it. And so like it's crazy what you can get used to and not realize it, because I was that way for most of my life. Now that I'm older, I'm less tolerant to it as well. I don't even think about that cold, delicious, wonderful cereal. A lot of drinks are like that for you too. Yeah, yeah. Want to get off ultra processed food, but protein bars, energy bars are so convenient. They are. They are. Um, a way you could step off of those is just still having those things, but a better hi Prezi. Still have those things, but start looking at ingredients list. Don't ever look at the front of a thing. Don't ever look at the front. The front of a box of a label is entirely marketing. 100% marketing. Anything they can get away with, they will do. You have to look at the ingredients list. The ingredients list will tell you whether something is actually healthier than something else. I'm not even healthy, but healthier than something else, or whether anything on the front of it is actually true. The ingredients list is what you look at. So the cleanest, simplest ingredients, what's bad. I don't have to tell you what's bad. I don't know, if you can't pronounce it, it's probably bad. It's probably, made in a laboratory, and is gonna just, stick in your body for the next 20 years. Ooh, you made eggies this morning, Wing. That's wonderful. Hungry again? More eggies. More eggies. Welcome to Peachy Talk. Um, delicious numbers and preservatives. I know that red, you really need that red 8 in your body. Oopsie reads the egg ingredients list, chicken goo. Yeah. Hey, Nortmay. But yeah, so like, don't immediately give up those convenient things, the protein bars and the stuff. Um, uh, just start reading the ingredient list and find better ones. Find better alternatives to whatever you're already eating, or find out if the one you're already having is the better brand, is the better, mix of ingredients. Um, try and find ones that use, olive or avocado oil versus vegetable or seed oils, things like that. Just little things. Make those little. Just start reading. Like, get into the habit of reading the ingredients list versus looking at the front of a package. Yep. Yep. That's you with potato chips. Exactly. There's a million brands of potato chips. Some of them are a list of chemicals this long. Some of them are potatoes and salt and oil. Potatoes, oil, and salt. That's the one you buy. You buy that one, not the one with an ingredients list this long that have like sugar in your potato chips. You don't need that. You need the one that's potatoes, oil, and salt. That's it. So it's as simple as that. It takes a little longer, but you can make them at home. You can make them at home if you want. Exactly. Anything you make at home is going to be better. Mm-hmm. Exactly, Green Luther. I know Pringles can't legally call themselves a potato chip. Exactly. So it's just little habits like that. It's little awarenesses, just being aware of what's food and what's not. One of the most eye-opening books I ever read was Ultra Processed People. It was horrifying. Oh, it's horrifying. Yeah, I watch a lot of those documentaries and stuff. And it's insane. It's insane. I gave up cereal, so what do I eat? Eggs and avocados every single day. That's the other thing is just learning, instead of just, like cereal with milk on it was so quick. It was so quick and easy, right? It was also learning to take a little bit longer to prepare food. And again, that took a long time. It took years to change my habits. This isn't something you can change in a week. Literally years. But now I have new habits, and like I said, now I have new cravings. I don't even think about cereal, but I crave eggs and avocado. I told you, I bought 20 avocados the other day. I just, because it's one of the healthiest sources of fat, natural fat, that you can get. And I eat at least one avocado every single day, and I crave them. So it's replacing bad things with better things. If you're hooked on soda, if you can't get, you can't get off of soda, then switch to something else. Slowly switch down, unless cold turkey, going cold turkey works for you. Some people that just cutting it off completely. Some people that works for you. So find what works for you. Me, that didn't work. I couldn't just quit cereal cold turkey. So I slowly stepped down from cereal to other things that I enjoyed in the same realm, until I got to where I am. Pancakes is better. Pancakes are delicious. Keep our bodies healthy so we can continue doing the things we love. That's what it's all about. Oh man, drinks are the worst. You do not realize how much sugar is in drinks. It's insane. I'm glad that your acid reflux and stomach pain is getting better, Samus. Yeah, anytime I've had like digestive issues, I just like fast for a day or two, and it fixes it. I mean, that's just my experience, but if you're having cravings out, like if it's hard to not eat outside of the eating hours, avocados is actually a fantastic thing if you like avocados, because I don't know the science behind it, but it's kind of like it won't like it's all fat, so it keeps you, it makes you very, very full. Even just like literally like one spoon, one bite of an avocado, um, like it doesn't like trigger insulin or anything like that. Like yet it will keep you, it will make you full. It'll give you that little bit of satiation that you need to get you to get by. If that works for you. I eat oatmeal sometimes, and sometimes cereal. I use almond milk. Yeah, well, I was forced to. I also drank regular milk all my life. And I became lactose intolerant. So I was forced to switch to milk alternatives, and that was a slow process of finding what I like either. And even the milk alternatives, like, you know, oh well, I'm drinking oat milk or almond milk now, right? You, again, ingredients list, please look at the ingredients list. Even like, oh, I'm drinking almond milk, it's healthy. There's still an ingredients list this long of freaking chemicals and preservatives and gums and all that kind of stuff, those chemicals in there, and that's bad for you. So again, ingredients list, ingredients list, ingredients list. Look at the ingredients list. Because you're still putting all of that crap in your body, even if you're like, I'm having almond milk. But there are brands out there that are just almonds and water. That's the one you want. Now, unfortunately, those ones are extremely expensive, unfortunately. So I understand that not everybody can afford those. It sucks, but I'm also not drinking milk like I used to because I'm not having 3 bowls of cereal every day. That's the thing, is now that I'm not having the cereal, I'm not going through 2 gallons of milk a week because I'm eating nothing but bowls of cereal. You know, I really only have milk in my coffee. I put a little bit of that almond milk. Yes, it's expensive, but it lasts weeks because I'm only ever really using it in my coffee, right? So that's kind of the trade-off, right? So it's like, it's really about the same price because I'm not using it for cereal, right? So that's how I do it in my head anyway. That's how I kind of justify that. Anyway, sorry. I'm so sorry I get on my high horse about this. I kind of had to make the changes. I had to go overboard in the like educating myself and getting like, you know, very strict on myself. And this is all, I couldn't have done any of this without Mr. P's help. Cause he went like full all of this as well. He did it first and then I just naturally followed. But it took me a lot longer. I kind of had to go very strict and overboard to get my habits to change. That was the thing, is that's why it's kind of very harshly ingrained in my head, because if I didn't hammer this stuff into my own head, then I wasn't going to change my habits. So I had to go overboard. Yes, thank you for the spill the tea. I had to go overboard in this, and I know I annoy people with it, and I know I annoy my family with it. I'm getting better because now that my habits have changed, now I can kind of pull back a little bit. But then I also want to like just get the information out there. I want to say, I want to like tell everybody to be healthier, because then we can be healthier and play more games and have more fun and enjoy the things that we love, right? So, and you know, I care about you guys, so I want you to be healthy, right? And it's like, it's no joke that it's no mystery that, like, you know, we're in an epidemic of ultra processed food and sickness. So it's just like, you know, if going on the rant means that one person you know, cuts back a little bit on something unhealthy, then I'm happy to have done it. Then I'm happy to have annoyed everybody else. Good! You've been cutting down on cereal a lot, Anime Hearty Wings? Awesome. Hi, Talus. I got on my soapbox. I've been, woo! I'm on it today. Jasmine!
Peachy wave, Peachy.
Hi, Jasmine! How you doing? Hard time. Exercise. See, that's my weakness. And I've been getting better. I've been getting better at that too. Exercise is my weakness. I do not exercise like I should. I have never been good at exercise. I've never enjoyed it. I've never had like a hobby that was like high intensity. I hate sweating. I hate, I like being on the PC and playing games and reading and writing. I don't have any like active hobbies. Thank you so much, John's thank you for gifting a sub to Wit. 5 more votes on Spirit Fair. What it was. And that's my weakness. So that's what I'm working on now. That's what I'm working on now, you know, is how can I motivate myself to exercise? What's going to work for me, right? Because like I bought a wing fit. Oh my god, I bought a Ring Fit for Switch like 9 months ago. Have I touched it? Nope. Everyone says this is fun. Everyone says this works. You get a great workout and everything. No, haven't touched it. So you have to find what motivates you. You have to find what works for you, right? And so like I finally found, thank you, Willow, if you're still here. Willow introduced me to like a yoga instructor on YouTube that does like free yoga lessons every day. And I finally like I very much vibe with her vibe and her, energy level. And it's very like calming and everything. And I try and do it, you know, I try and do even just 10 minutes every morning. And when I do, I feel amazing. Even just 10 minutes of stretching, I feel amazing. And so I'm trying to build that habit. I'm trying, you know, and I've been doing more yard work. I'm actually sore from yard work because I just tell myself, go outside, grab the wheelbarrow and go do some weeding until you fill that wheelbarrow and do one wheelbarrow. That's it. Sometimes I just do 1, sometimes I do 2, sometimes I do 3, sometimes I go crazy, right? So, but like it's the habit of getting out there. We've also had very, very, very nice weather for like four weeks in a row. So that helps very much. But like it's just finding what works for you to change your habits. And that's going to be different for everyone. Incidental exercise, exactly. And then I feel good because I you know, because then the yard looks nicer. And I got some exercise, and sometimes I'm sweating by the end of it, right? And I was like, hey, I got my exercise, right? So it's finding what works for you, and that can be difficult. That discovery process can be difficult. Like I finally found what worked for me as far as food, and I'm far from perfect, but I'm way better than I used to be, and that's what matters. That's what matters is I'm way better than I used to be. So now I'm in the discovery process of finding out what is my motivator with exercise. I need to find that thing that will change my habits forever. I have changed a lot of my food habits, and now I don't even think about it. They're just normal to me. It's not like, oh, I'm on this diet or I'm doing this thing. Like, I don't think I'll ever go back to cereal. Will I have cereal again someday? Yes, absolutely. I'll have cereal someday. But I'm just like, I'm hooked on the eggs and avocados. That's my normal now. And so I need to find that with exercise. And I'm going through the learning process of learning what works for me with exercise because I need to find it, especially, boy, every decade of your life, I tell you, boy, you get, it's like D&D. You get those, every decade of your life, you get a mental buff, but you get a physical debuff every year. But even that can change. Mr. P, when I met Mr. P, sorry, I'm just going off today. When I met Mr. P, he was 40 when I met him. And now he's 54? 55? 55? So, no, it's 2025. He's 55. And he is healthier now than when I met him 15 years ago. He is healthier now, doing more, looking better, feeling better than he was 15 years ago. Because he changed his eating habits, he started exercising, he did all the things. And oh my God, look at him go. Look at him go. Renaissance man, Jonathan Bell. Thank you. Oh, gee. Cosplay fitness. There you go, Wing. There you go. Your weight's starting to go down? Prezi, that's amazing. Spill the tea! Thank you, Joseph. Sorry, hold on. I saw a question. I'm not intentionally ignoring anybody's questions that I've seen in chat. I am just on my freaking soapbox. Sometimes I want to feel like a kid again and put on some cartoons and eat some cereal. Do you have a go-to for stuff like that? Do it. But just do it once. You know? Like, you have to have that, I don't know what everybody's in a different situation, but if you do your own shopping, you only have to have the will save. You only have to have the discipline to not buy the ultra processed food while you're shopping. Once you get home, this is assuming that you actually physically go to a store. I know a lot of people don't anymore. Okay, or while you're on your phone making your order, before you push, order in your cart on your phone or whatever, you have to have the discipline to not buy the crap while you're shopping. And then once you're just at home with your food and you're getting, oh man, I want something sugary, or I want something salty, or I want, that junk food. If it's not there, it's not there. You can't eat it. So, like, that's why they say, like, never shop hungry. Never grocery shop hungry. So, like, maybe after you eat dinner and you've gorged yourself and you're so, I'm so full, I don't want to eat anymore. Then do your shopping. Do your shopping while you're full, because then you won't be as incentivized to buy crap because you're not hungry, or not, wanting sugary or whatever. Again, find what works for you. Wing into healthy poops. Yeah, there are cereals that are better than others, but again, ingredients list. Even the healthy cereals have garbage ingredients. So ingredients list. We were going to do Wing Fit on your channel. Where's my Wing Fit? You play Beat Saber every day for 7 months. Nice. We played Beat Saber for a while. Mr. P had a VR boxing game that he would just be pouring in sweat by the end of. Aw, thank you, Prezi. Prezi says, I'm very proud of you, Peachy. Thank you. Fell out of every morning treadmill because it got way too hot. It's so hard. Yeah, it's hard with that. It's hard to build habits when when those habits are also dependent on, like, the weather, right? Like we've had no rain for like 3 weeks now at least, and it's been nice and cool in the morning, so it's like perfect for going outside and doing yard work in the morning. But like, so I've gotten into the habit of doing that, and it's wonderful. But like, and like a month ago, it was too hot. I couldn't, I was like, oh, it's way too hot. I'm staying inside, right? Or like if it's raining constantly, well, then I can't go outside and do yard work and build that habit because it's raining. So I'll try and do something else. I'll try and do like, if it's raining or something, then I will do chores inside, something. So again, finding what works for you. Peachy calling me out outside is scary. No, outside can be scary. But yeah, I'm just proud of Skipper. She caught her first chipmunk solo this morning, all by herself. She caught a chipmunk, and rest in peace that poor chipmunk. And then she got a bath, so she is a nice clean Skipper. We have a nice clean Skipper. Oh, Tyos, how you doing? Yeah, it does suck, Ren. I hate sweating. I hate being sweaty. So like, that is if I work out in the yard, then if I work out in the yard, I gotta like take a quick rinse off shower anyway, because like then the pollen and the poison ivy and stuff, I'm very susceptible to that. So got told I had high cholesterol and diabetes a couple weeks ago. Oh gosh. So the weekend cakes and chocolates have stopped. Good for you. I made some low carb brownies. Peaches as my snack. That's awesome, Jessfel. See, it's replacing. So you had your weekend cakes and chocolate and you got into that habit, but you're doing something better instead. Yes, that is how you change. For me, that is exactly how I change. Is I swapped my habits, my bad habits, I swapped it out for something a little better. And then once I got used to that, I swapped it out for something a little better and then something a little better, right? And so like that worked for me so well because I wasn't just giving up the thing that I loved. I just switched it for something else that was still really good but better for me. And then in, however long I could do, and then I did it again. And then I did it again. And then I did it again. Until I'm to eggs and avocados instead of cereal, cold cereal, right? So it's just, yes, yes, yes. Proud of you. Yes, taking breaks, which we have to do here in like 45 seconds. I'm just peachy. Me too. Keeping a food diary, Prezi. Yeah, I tried that once when I was first trying to change. It didn't work for me, but I know it works for a lot of people. So yes, keeping a food diary of everything you eat, kind of keeping yourself, accountable, seeing what you eat, especially if you eat, but you don't like realize you're eating or realize how much you're eating. Oh, another thing. This is the last thing. I totally promise. Last thing. Eat slower. Slower. If you're a fast eater, that's also bad for you. No matter what it is, no matter even if it's the healthiest thing, if you eat it fast, it's bad for you. It's bad. Yes. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Take your time. Enjoy food. I know sometimes you're in a situation, you're at work or school, and you only have a certain amount of time to eat. And so I'm not talking about those situations. I'm talking about the situations where you do have control over how fast you eat. You do have time. Eat slower. Put down the fork or the spoon between every bite. Or lean back after whatever trick you have to do in your brain. And again, that's different for everyone. You have to find out what works for you. But that's another big thing. Eat slower. So much digestion happens in your mouth. The saliva and the chewing and breaking it up rather than putting these giant pieces of food in your belly for your belly to do all the work, then your belly hurts. Because it's got all of these giant chunks of food to process, right? Rather than, that's what your teeth and saliva are for, is to help in digestion, is to pre-digest your food. So, yes, oh my God. Because I know people who are like super fast eaters and they have a lot of health problems. That I'm not saying it's, entirely that or related, but it just is, oh my gosh, please slow down. Please slow down. Please slow down. So many people eat so fast. Jasmine, thank you so much. Thank you so much for gifting us up to Thornton. Another iteration of Wii Fit. My niece, my 4-year-old niece does Wii Fit. I gave her my Wii and balance board. Well, I gave it to her mom even before she was born. But my sister says that she loves the Wii Fit. I'm like, that's amazing. Well, that's something you can work to change, Noah. That's what I'm saying, is that very slowly you can teach yourself to change. And it might be much harder for you because of that. But very slowly, find what works for you. And you can work to change that. So, anyway, Peachy Soapbox. Sorry, but at the same time, not sorry. You're welcome. I love your faces. Thank you for letting me just, wow, go off for a solid hour this morning. I love your faces. Thank you so much for being yourselves and for letting me be me. All right, but get up and stretch, get some water, stay hydrated, and I will see you soon.